Muffins. It is, I don't even remember, Thursday, August the 10th, and I am officially on my way back to school. Today we are doing registration for school. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm so out of it. So basically this morning I had set my alarm. I use a Fitbit and I set it to do a silent alarm so that I would not wake up anyone, for it to wake me up quite early so that I can make it to school and kind of just like map things out and just kind of be there and just physically see where I'm going to place everything that's packed up in my vehicle, as you can probably see in the back. However, what has happened is that I must have slept through the vibration, 2 vibrations, and now I am going to be on time but not early for registration. So our registration is broken up into 2 parts. We have a couple of people that do 8 to 12, and then you have a couple of the teachers that do, what is that, 8 to 12, I believe it's like 2 to 7. So it's in blocks that way so that we can have 2 different times for registration for those parents that either work in the afternoon or work in the mornings, etc., etc. And so we're and no one has to stay there, you know, like from 8 to 7. So what happens is if you work the 8 to 12, you get lunch and then you have to stay in your room until 4 o'clock, or stay at the school until 4 o'clock. And what that does is that it gives us a flex day for later on in the year. So this earns us a flex day for after New Year's. So after New Year's, it's one of those days, I want to say like 2nd or 3rd, where you get a flex day and you don't have to come in until right before the kids come back. So that's pretty neat, especially since you get to earn your day back. There was a time where I worked where you worked registration and you worked the registration. That's just it. Like, you don't get it back. You don't get any time back or any of that. So I'm okay with that because my official day to go back to school is not until Monday. Yeah, this coming Monday. See, I'm so out of it. It's this coming Monday. Okay, so I am back in my classroom and this is what it looks like. A hot mess. I'm just going to give you a brief view from the door. This is the door. We are a Leader in Me school, so I have some Leader in Me stuff up in here. And yes, I painted my wall. I have to paint over that stuff because I'm going to put some new stuff on there. I did paint one of my students from last year painted that sun. There are some stuff up that I have here. This is where my tables are going to be in the back. Here is my Cosmic Corner. Cosmic Cove, excuse me, Cosmic Cove. And then I have my little beanbag area, my little tire seats right there. This is, I'm waiting on another one of these backrests to go on here on this rug. The sun, my window, filing cabinet, which I turned to the side because I'm going to write on that. Yoga mats and stool, an extra chair that I'm thinking about painting. Right here, my panther, because I was in on that. Oop. My school is panther, so it was white background of canvas and traced out in black. So all I did was I just kind of mixed the colors. So our colors are like gold, maroon, or burgundy, and black. And so did the outline and did that. Here's my desk facing the window, boxes, little teacher desk, chairs, bulletin board that I'm definitely going to redo. This is my mission statement, the fuel the flame. It's to fuel the flame of that spark of education inside the kids, or spark of interest in science. Cabinet, please don't look at that cabinet. Other bulletin board I'm taking down. my tables that have been risen, my mat that I have to put down. So much stuff, y'all, so much stuff. Tables. And if I'm moving fast, I'll just spin through more. This is basically my lab area, and that's a diffuser in the back. Okay. So this section over here is going to be the lab section. This section over here is going to be the work sections, like if people just want to sit at the desk, and the rest is going to be my flexible seating options. So I'm going to keep them more in the back. All right. Today is Friday, August the 11th, and the room is looking a complete mess still. And some organization there. I had to bring the kiddos with me, but this is at least what I got done. It takes forever to make those little pom-poms, and I got them from Dollar Tree. And basically what they are, they're just like little what is it, like hanging decoration tissue pom-pom garland. And I was gonna actually make some tissue paper and put it up just like around, because I like having something at the ceiling. But I did also get the mat. I don't know what that was that was on the mat, but I need to clean that up. It's like a dark spot or something. I did put together these discs. I really don't know what they're, balancing discs, but they're really comfortable and cool. I did end up filling the beanbag chairs with the foam, and as you can see, there's a mess that needs to be cleaned up. So yeah, put some, I mean really that was nothing. I just put up my little plaques up that I got from Fred's a couple years ago. And like, I mean, it's still a mess. This is at least I moved stuff over there to my desk area. Y'all, it's a mess. I do not have the paint, so I need to get the same color paint that I used to paint this wall from the art teacher, because I'd given it to her to use for a little bit. And so I need to get some of the leftover paint and just paint over the white. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna roll over it. I am gonna cover it, but I just want the color to be a little bit different, like together. If you notice, there are strokes on my wall that are not the same color, or same, like we didn't go over it twice, okay? And you'll notice that it doesn't look like professionally done. I don't mean your roll or anything like that. The kids painted it, so they got the stroke, you know, use the roller brush to paint it. And that is one of the reasons why I did not let them go all the way to the top, because I did not want them to get paint all over the ceiling. I am debating on if I'm going to finish it and put it up there, or if I'm just going to kind of even it out, kind of make it look kind of like rounded out. I just don't know if I want it to go all the way to the ceiling yet. Like I just don't know if I want to take that time to do it. But I don't know. There's the sun. The sun turned out awesomely. And that's why it's supposed to look light around the sun, because it's the heat and stuff, and little solar flares and little sunspot. So yeah, so we're gonna get into fixing up this room and try to at least put a good dent on it. At least put up the posters on my wall over here, at least on this wall, and then try to work on the bulletin board, because the bulletin board is coming down. That one's definitely coming down, and that one's coming down. So be back with this shortly.
Okay, so I am officially done with my classroom for today. As you can see, I put up 4 of the tissue paper pom-poms, and I have 1 more to go to put up, and I'm gonna put it right above like where the ladder is. And those things took forever to make, forever. Okay, you heard me right, forever. Okay, forever. So here is my one of the bulletin boards, and we adopted new standards in 2014, and the core of our standards are the science and engineering practices, and we want our kids to be able to use them and know them. So I put them up here in no particular order on some wonderful little rocket ship paper that I found at the Dollar Tree. And then since my classroom is digital, I put the QR code that links to the standard just so that they can get the information for that. So I did cutouts of stars, and then just says the SCPs soar. So, and here's some old border that I got from Dollar Tree probably about 2 years ago, and I just thought it went well with the SCP, since it's learn, inspire, and create. Put up a couple of posters there. Please don't look at my desk mess. It is going to go over here in the cabinet. Okay, let's go over here. I put up hand signals, and I know a lot of people think that's very elementary, but the hand signals really do help when I am doing blended learning in my classroom and the kids are all over the place and doing different things. So it just really helps, so that I can just maybe like nod or acknowledge them really quickly, and I can know exactly what they need. So I'm using those, very colorful, and I used those last year. 2 other posters have been put up. My favorite, you know, I love bright colors. I got the apple border from Target this current year, so if you go, you probably see it there. There's my calendar. I love the little update calendar, and this right here I am changing. I used it last year as a digital science notebook checklist to let them know what files they should have and what order they should have them in, but this year I'm just going to be using it for updated information in our class and at our school. So it's just going to be a little different there. Here's the arrows. What I'm doing, I'm going to allow the kids to place their phones up here in the front. I'm going to take these, here they are, charging power strips. There's 6 to a strip. I'm going to put them right here strategically. There is a plug right here, and then they can put their phone over here and be able to hook it up and charge it. So I thought that would be just a wonderful way to get them, to encourage them to put their phones there. Here that sign's already been there, so I'm just gonna hook that up on Monday, which is our official first day back. So let's come back here and just see the flexible seating. So there's a lot of things that I also did. Oh, here we go. Okay, and I also forgot real quick that I made these teacher cards here just to give out to my parents. I copied them on cardstock, and then I laminated them, put my information, and I also put QR codes for my Remind, some videos that I made for how to set up parent access, and also my class syllabus. So I'm looking forward to giving those out. I also got this template from Teachers Pay Teachers, and I will share that with you.
Hi Shucks, today was the day. The kids went back to sleep. We are on the way home. We were at school today, pretty much a full school day, full work day. I will say a tidbit of information for any new teachers. Please get to school at least a day or 2 early if you want to make sure that you can get to the copier, printer, fax machine, laminator, vinyl maker, poster maker, whatever devices that you have that you need to use that everyone else will want to access. Luckily, that is why I was there today. Make sure that I'm there early, make sure I print out anything I need to have printed out, make sure that I have anything laminated, because I had many things that need to be laminated today. I was able to get them laminated. Plus, we also have a brand new laminator. And any of those veteran teachers know, once you have something new, a new device, everyone wants to use it, including, you know, their mother, father, grandpappy, and grandfather, like everybody, and I'm just exaggerating, but everybody wants to use it. And so I just definitely wanted to get out. I was also printing some things out on cardstock, so I want to also, because we only have one printer to 7 of us in my building, so I wanted to definitely get in, print those items out, and laminate them, because once you get to the printer, if everybody's printing at the same time, they can end up printing on your paper, and you don't want that, especially when I've paid, you know, a nice penny for a 65-pound heavy cardstock. So yeah, just want to make sure I got everything that needed to be done, everything that was supposed to be done today. So that's where some of my time went today. The other time went to making paper pom-poms, tissue paper pom-poms from the Dollar Tree. I thought it was gonna be a snitch. Did a snitch? A cinch? A cinch? Thought it was gonna be a cinch. And I think, or I thought it was gonna be quick. How about that? But nope, and nope. It was not. Ended up taking about 2.5 hours, about 30 minutes per string of pom-pom flowers. And you know what's funny is I'm probably going to buy them again next year, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't remember doing, and then yeah, and have the same sadness. I did end up getting 2 bulletin boards, because I only have 2 bulletin boards in my room. I did end up getting those 2 bulletin boards done and created, nice and neat, done. I think they took a lot of time, number one, because I had to get all the letters, and I had to take the old bulletin board information off and put it back on. And one of the bulletin boards, I had to print some things out that I wasn't expecting to print out, so that's why I ended up having to do that. And then lastly, was there anything else physical in my room? I don't think anything else physically in my room was done. And I think that's because my back wall is I put up some posters. I hung some posters up. Went ahead and hot glued those posters to the wall. The last thing that I really have to do now is my back wall. And the reason why it's taking me so long again for my back wall, and I think I've already said this earlier, but I have to paint it over with blue paint, and then like go over it and put my posters up. So I just need to cover the wording from last year, and I didn't have the right color paint. The darker paint that I used last year is in the art teacher's room, so I just needed to get it out. Other than that, that's a summary of today. And I will be able to possibly have 75% of the leftover work from today done on Monday. I'm pretty sure of it. So as long as I make a to-do list and get my to-do list organized and just make sure I am focused, I definitely can do that. The other 25%, and I'm calling it just 25%, is organizing my desk area, because my desk area is no longer my desk area. My desk area is also my teacher station. So I turned my desk so it is facing, if you've seen the earlier in the vlog, my desk is facing the window, so basically I guess where all the drawers are facing outward. And then I have a semicircle table right in front of that space, so that it now combines me with my teacher station. So I just need to organize where I'm going to put some things and just get some of those things together and just make sure that it is all nice and neat. So I just want to summarize, because I feel a little bit like some things didn't get done today, or it looks like the same way that I walked in. So you look at the end of the classroom setup, you're like, what did you do? So I did do a lot of things. It just, a lot of it was not physical. Okay, so yeah, a lot more of the physical will happen on Monday, which is our official day of pre-planning, the official go back day. So yeah, so just wanted to go ahead and
Shucks, end of the night. I know you thought the last clip was the end, but this is the final end. I was here just cutting out my teacher cards that I made to give out to the students and parents. As you can see, I have QR codes and links for the syllabus and how-to videos for the parent access. But I was going over with my husband and I was like, oh, I got all these to cut out, And as I glanced down, I realized that not only am I missing science to say that I'm an 8th grade science teacher, but I also left out the H in the 8th. So we had to fix it. So I fixed it with a little 8, and I'm not going to reprint 120 and laminate them. There are extras. I have right now, I really don't know how many kids I have, but we're having parent night. I want to give those out, and then I want to give these to the kids to take home. That way I'm not giving out 5 sheets of paper, and I've only given out this, and I didn't waste as much paper because I printed 4 to a sheet. So yeah, so there, fixed a little mistakey. I don't know, I previewed it and proofread it, and I don't know how I missed one of the H's in 8th. Just don't know. So there we are. Talk to you later.